Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
Hey, I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for December the 20th. Hey, Christmas is almost here. The winter solstice is tomorrow. Always an exciting week and some exciting weather as we approach Christmas. Pretty big storm and really some exciting weather today out west, as you'll see. Let's take a look at some of the Skycam shots around the network this morning. First off, downtown Jasper, looking good, heading down the stretch toward Christmas. It's clear and cold out there. Readings are in the 20s in most spots. Go down to Chilton County, look at downtown Clanton. And down in Greenville, the Camellia City in Butler County. Christmas lights are looking good. Water vapor satellite shot. Boy, look at the Pacific moisture aimed at the Rockies, where they're going to have what's being called an epic snowstorm in parts of the mountains out there. Around here, we've got a gentle northwest flow aloft. Today will be pretty quiet. Cold this morning, as cold as 23 in Haleyville at 5 o'clock. 25 in Cullman and Anniston. Tuscaloosa 28. Birmingham at 30, but we'll warm up nicely today. Most spots will be up in the 50s this afternoon. Here's your watch warning map. We'll try and highlight these this week as a lot of folks will be hitting the road or hitting the airlines, flying out to destinations for Christmas. And again, that whopper of a snowstorm is the big story out in the mountains of Colorado. They're talking amounts in terms of over 5 feet in some spots. And up north, good snows for parts of Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin. A little swath of heavier snow in there. Some folks in there could see 6 to 12 inches. But the eastern half of the nation, pretty quiet. We'll go through the snow dailies. This is today. And again, you can see the areas we highlighted there. Tomorrow, heavier snow stays out west in the mountains of California, the Sierra Nevadas, and also the mountains of Utah and Colorado. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, guess what? More snow. If you're going out there to snow ski, trust me, you'll have more snow than you can handle out in places like Vail this week. Here's the overall precipitation around the nation for the next 5 days. Big numbers right there in California. We're talking, 10 inches of liquid for Los Angeles, and that could set up some flooding issues. And in the mountains out there, again, more big snows. Just tremendous. And around here, and by the way, this is valid through Friday evening at 6 o'clock, and this is suggesting rainfall amounts of about 1/2 inch. We'll have the chance of a few showers tomorrow, a better rain event on Christmas Eve, on Friday, as you'll see. Let's walk you through these maps here. This is the GFS, the 06Z run at noon today. Northwest flow aloft, down below that, sunny and comfortable. We should be up in the 50s today. Mid-50s are likely. And we'll sure take that. It's been pretty cold for the month of December. This is going to be one of our coldest Decembers on record. The GFS and the NAM both sitting around 55 today. Tomorrow, a little weak impulse comes in here, and the GFS is not bullish at all on showers with this. And obviously, it's not going to be a major rain producer. We have seen runs that are a little more aggressive, so we'll mention a chance of showers tomorrow, but probably not much rain. Highs in the upper 50s. And then on Wednesday, the GFS kind of leaves a little swath of moisture hanging back in here, but again, that seems to be an outlier. We're gonna call it a clearing sky on Wednesday with some sunshine by afternoon and highs in the upper 50s to near 60, and any lingering showers we think should be over pretty early in the day. Thursday looks dry and pleasant. We might be pushing 60 on Thursday. That'll be a pretty nice day. All right, Friday, here comes our trough, and we've seen a lot of variations of this. And down below that, a surface low is developing north of Little Rock. And this is actually Friday morning at 6 o'clock, and that looks dry. Then we'll go to Christmas Day. The trough is not especially deep. And down below that, Saturday morning, Christmas morning at 6 o'clock, it's got the precipitation on by with strong cold air advection kicking in. So this run of the GFS, not really as aggressive as some of the other ones we have seen. We've seen some looks that would almost bring up a severe weather threat on Friday, and then a chance of snow flurries on Saturday. This run shows really neither. But let's take a look at the European. This is Saturday morning at 6 o'clock, Christmas morning. And by golly, it's got a surface low near Dothan with rain here and a snow episode possible for places like Memphis and Nashville. And then maybe a change over to, let's go to midday. And it's got the 540 line down to almost Birmingham with a chance of maybe a few flurries on the backside. We've seen more of this solution than anything else. With rain Friday and Friday night, much colder Christmas Day, maybe a change over to flurries. And I will say we did see one run of the European that showed a big snow blanket here, but that was clearly an outlier. This run is more consistent with the other runs and the other models. And we'll check the Canadian. This is valid Christmas morning at 6 o'clock, and it's got the surface low near Columbia, South Carolina, pretty deep, 1,004 millibars, strong cold air advection. And while the thickness values are not on this chart, that would clearly suggest a chance of a changeover to snow Christmas morning. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I don't see enough evidence to change what we've got going here. A good chance of rain and maybe some thunder Friday and Friday night. Much colder Christmas Day. Rain ending in the morning. Maybe a change over to snow flurries on the backside of the departing storm. We're going to leave it at that. And who knows? We'll see. I mean, come on, Nedley. For the dreamers dreaming of a white Christmas, while we're not expecting one right now, at least you got a storm system that's deepening and some cold air involved here. So, the players are on the field, but it sure doesn't look like they want to make for that right now. By the way, here's the snow cover chart coming off the GFS, valid Friday evening. This does not include Saturday. This is as far out as this goes. And if you want a white Christmas, at least Christmas Eve, that's where you'll find it. And there's going to be plenty of snow, obviously, for the Rockies and up north. There's a look at Sunday, the day after Christmas, back to the GFS, just cold and dry. And a week from today, pretty chilly, but we'll start to warm up that afternoon. A couple of days later, December 30th, good-looking shortwave coming in here with a big rain event. The snow with this one would be a little north of here. And we'll check the 1st of January, 1111. January 1st, 2011. Cold air up north, and down below that, it's trying to get in here. And on the 4th, the trough axis onto the east. And it's cool, but the harshest cold air stays north of here. And there's the North Atlantic Oscillation. We know that goes positive around the 1st of the new year, and that's the reason we're thinking it might be a little harder to get some cold air down in here, at least for the beginning of January. After being negative for so long, all the way back into mid-November, it's going to go positive, it looks like, around the new year. And typically when that happens, it is harder for the East Coast U.S. trough to form and for really Arctic air to get down in here. We'll see. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.